Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day, my audience. How are you? And I hope this meets you in good condition. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our topic for today is, guess what our topic is. Just guess. Guess now. It's freedom from in-laws. Do you really want to have freedom from your in-laws? You don't want them to disturb you anymore. Wow. Please get your pen and biro and write all of this down. You have to get the pen before I start talking. Run round and look for the pen right now. If you know your in-laws are really disturbing you and you want to have freedom from them, get your pen and book and write them down. The very first point, the biggest point, the boldest step to take is loving your mother and father-in-law. Are you shocked? You were not expecting this, right? Love them. The problem we have in our marriages is that we do some unhealthy competition that should not even exist in the first place as a Muslim. Why will you go to that house and start competing with your mother-in-law? Why? You don't need it. All you need is total submission to your husband and pleasing him. Do you know that if you want to please your husband, if you really want to love your husband, it has become an obligation for you to love your mother-in-law and father-in-law, even if they hate you. Really. Even if they hate you, that's why I'm repeating it. Because there is nothing that conquers hatred except love. Now we engage ourselves in some unhealthy competition that is not needed. How? You visit your mother-in-law. Your husband probably has been saying, my mother's food, my mother's food. I hear some people say, he's always saying my mother's food. Yes. Are you supposed to be more than his mother? Then bring yourself down and learn. We're not saying you don't know how to cook from your house. Oh, please. Just drop that ego aside. That is ego. No matter your age, you are supposed to, as a woman, you're supposed to be learning new food all the time. New cooking method that is in vogue all the time. Just the way you learn new fashion all the time. You want to be up to date in fashion. You should also want to be up to date in your cooking. It could be outdated. And it's possible it's not even outdated. It's the most current. But he is used to this taste. And you're here to serve him. That is what Islam says. You have to bring your obligations first. Then Allah will now intervene and make you succeed through any hurdles that will come against you. All the hurdles of life, you see clearly Allah assisting you to skate through them without even feeling it. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready in presence of your husband to call your mother-in-law our queen? Are you ready to call your mother-in-law to pamper her, to pet her? Why won't you pet her? If you believe that she has suffered, this is her turn to enjoy, Allah will make you live long to be treated like a queen too. Are you ready to do that? You see your mother-in-law dress up and you're already feeling, she's competing with me. Who is competing with you? Who are you? Nobody is competing with you. She's enjoying the fruit of her labor. Let her enjoy it. Wallahi, Allah will make you live long, bi-iznillah, to enjoy yours. Give her that queen. I'm not saying you should look down on yourself. Dress yourself. Help her dress. Oh, Mama, this cloth you're wearing is not beautiful for my liking. I want a better one. Enter her box. Select the most beautiful cloth. But on the contrary, for Allah's sake, an old woman tried to dress up to impress herself, to live happy. For the little time she's got to spend in her world before going back to Allah. And you're there getting jealous. Why? We're not ruling out the fact that sometimes they go extreme. Yes. That's because if you take it that it's because they are getting old, wallahi, things will be fine with you. Please and please. Fi sabilillahi wa rasulihi. This is an episode of my talk on how to deal with your in-laws. If you're always cooking and going to give her, you're not living together, fine. Once in a while from your money, cook. That is why every woman should hustle. Don't leave the entire load for your husband. Please. Ad-dunya sijinul mu'min. That little money you're keeping for drift saving, please use it for today. Leave tomorrow for Allah. Allah will take care of it, bi'iznillah. Take care of that woman. Take care of that man. Pamper them. Call them sweet names. Call them pet names. Show them that you are with them. When you are in the room with your husband, you are his queen. Now, unfortunately for us, when you treat someone like a queen, you are definitely a princess because you cannot make her dress well while you are not well dressed. But our major problem these days is phone. Everybody wants to scroll through Facebook from morning till night. So organizing our activities around us and having time still for ourselves becomes very difficult. So we are always on the rush hour, even when we are not supposed to rush. We have ample time to do our activities step by step and be done on time, but we can't because we waste more than 1/3 of our time on phone. And the remaining 2/3 at the end of the day is not even enough for our activities. That's why we feel too overwhelmed. And now we are not, and another factor is that we are not holding solely onto Allah. Yes, if you're holding solely onto Allah, your azkar will not dry in your mouth. And that is another beautiful thing that makes one not to be too overwhelmed with house chores. As a woman, please, even at home as you're working, your istighfar should not dry in your mouth. Do not catch your mouth, your tongue holding onto your teeth, or your teeth holding onto your tongue and you're not doing anything. And most of us, what do? Instead of just even leaving the mouth empty, we blow music. And that is just that music we blow throughout as we are working in the house. Then at the end of the day, there is no extra reward, extra calling on Allah that makes the mercy of Allah, the angels of mercy, hover and move around and swim and swing around your house to make affairs easy for you. So as a woman, are you ready for all of this? So this is episode 1 of dealing with your in-laws. So we are here to fight our in-laws in a positive way. Fight that woman. Pamper her. Make her feel like as she sits on the couch in the parlor, sits on the mat and look at her face and say, "Grandma, you're such a beautiful queen. I am so lucky to have you." She will blush. And whatever she has in her mind, you have erased it, saying this. "Grandma, have you finished your food? Let me pack the plate." Serve her literally. And you see wonders. May Allah bless our affairs. All our sisters that are going through difficulties in marriage. I know it is actually hard for some people. But please call on Allah more. All our sisters and brothers that are going through difficulties in their marriages, may Allah heal you. May Allah heal your marriage. May Allah set your affairs aright for you. And may Allah protect you and guide your family. فسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.